Okay, so Eliot was an Italian mathematician. Now eSignal Elite is I use the eSignal Elite. I use eSignal. I don't have the Elite. And what he did is he created. Mathematicians like to understand nature and try to apply it in the real world using mathematical models. So let's look at some numbers for a minute. You got 0 and 1. What is 0 plus 1? Is 1, right? What is 1 plus 1? It's 2. What's 1 plus 2? 3. What's 3 plus 2? 5. What's 5 plus 3? 8. What's 8 plus 5? 13. What's 13 plus 8? 21. What's 21 plus 13? 20, 34. What's 34 plus 21? 55. So he did this, okay? He said, let's look at this. And he did this. Okay. Take 21. Take 21 and divide it by 13. What is it? 21 divided by 13. 1.615, right? Okay, take 55 divided by 34. What is it? 1.617. If you keep doing this, okay, if you keep dividing this number by this number, you're going to get closer to one number. And the one number you're going to get closer to is 1.618. Okay? Trust me. If we keep going out and doing numbers, we're going to get closer to 1.618. Alright? Do it the opposite. What is 34 divided by 55? What is it? One more. Yep. Okay. These are the primary numbers. The golden ratio is 0.618. This is the golden ratio. Okay. Now, many people are going to say, oh, you know what? This is BS. You know, nature can't resolve around numbers. Okay? So I want you to do a couple things, couple homework assignments tonight. Measure your door, how long your door is from top to bottom, and measure the distance from the top percentage-wise to your doorknob. Okay? Stand in the mirror, measure your body from top to bottom, and measure the distance to your belly button. Okay? You're going to find some striking similarities. Okay? Is it Marcus? Is that one? Yeah, so Marcus is in dental, and he knows it has something to do with your teeth side. Also has something to do with the rabbits too, right? How the rabbits mate. But this number comes up in nature all the time. And Marcus can explain the teeth one. I didn't know that correlation. There's some, you know, in nature there's certain things that just seem to happen. When someone knocks on a door, usually 3 knocks, you know, right? So these are your primary numbers in Fibonacci. Okay. Here's your secondary. Take 55 divided by 21. What do you get? 2 points. It's no 2. Sorry, 261. It's really, it comes out to about, yeah, it's about 2. Let's call it 2618. Take 121 divided by 55, 0.38818.382. Okay. Yeah, but you got to round. It's going to get closer. It's going to get close. So 0.382. Right, exactly, Nader. There you go. 0.382. Okay. These are your secondary. Okay. So your primary is these two. Your secondary is these two. Now, we had Elliott come along and expanded this using waves. We have other numbers that I don't want to really go into. Some of the square roots, but they are important numbers that we're going to use. If you have no sound, okay. But these are your two. This is your primary, and this is your secondary. There's going to be some other numbers that I'm going to show you that I don't really want to spend an hour showing how you get them. They're square roots, basically, that we've used as market technicians, okay? But do we understand how we get this 0.618? It's really the important one. Yeah, right? We get it. We get the numbers. We get the sequence. Marcus is in dental. He knows there's something to do with teeth that is relates to Fibonacci. You're going to find it a lot. So if it works in nature, why doesn't it work in trading? And that's what we want to find out. Okay? So the first thing you're going to do, I'm going to use TOS, right? I want to show you how to do something in TOS. Okay? Here's your Fibonacci retracements. What we have in the stock market is something called an impulse move up. So you get an impulse move up where buyers come in, they're stronger than sellers, and then you get a pullback. Does that make sense? This impulse move up and then a pullback. So if I'm looking at the SPY from here to here, okay, which way is the trend? The trend is up. Now you can use this on any time frame you want. I'm going to look at it on this 5-minute time frame. To draw your Fibonacci, you take a low. Okay. Here's what you got to realize. You either use the wicks or you don't use the wicks. Okay? I use the wicks. Don't draw it from the wick here and from the body up here. Okay? If you choose not to use the wick, then make sure you're consistent in your drawing. So I'm going to go right down to this wick, the bottom. I'm going to draw a Fibonacci retracement. Okay. On TOS, right click it and go edit properties. The one you want is, you want 1.27. It's a square root. You want that. Okay. In TOS, you can change each one of your Fibonacci's. Right? Yeah, 1.272 actually. Okay. We can change each one. I like to have my 50% bold and my 0.618, I'm sorry. I apologize. I like to have all these one. Okay. I like to have my 0.50 and 0.618. I like to have them different colors. And I like to have them bold. And I'm putting them bold by the width. Okay? And I'm going to save this as a default. And I'm going to hit OK. You guys see what I did? Okay. So we drew it from here to here. Right? What we were looking for, if you took this is basically over 3 days. I'm just saying, okay, if this is the rally up, I want to see where I'll get a pullback. A 50% pullback we got. Look, it held that 50% pullback almost that whole day until it broke. It came up, retested it, and fell to the 0.618 retracement. Now, it's not, yes I will, it's not going to be exact science, okay? So you bring this up, I'm just right clicking on it, okay? And I want my width, because I like to know my 50% and 61.8. Those are the ones that are important to me. So if you had gone, now keep in mind, we didn't know any of this before. All we knew was this right here. We knew this move up. We knew the bottom. We knew the top. Okay? Okay? Right? That's all we knew. And then the very next day, it came down, dropped at that 0.50 retracement, 50%. Consolidated between the 50 and the 38.2. Then it dropped, came up to the 50, got rejected, and hugged the 0.618. Okay? Let me go over this. You can pick the initial low anywhere you want, Zaid, depending upon your time frame. I am looking at this low because it sticks out to me as a perfect low. Okay? Okay, you can, and I'm going to show you what I mean. This is the primary one of this trend. Okay? Where is the fib chart again? What do you mean, Danny? What do you mean the fib chart? Fib chart's right here. You mean the drawing tool? You can go here, drawing tools, Fibonacci. Yeah, you're gonna find this a lot, okay? So now I have in TOS, okay, I have my main fib that I'm looking at. What you can do is take your control key. So I'm looking at these levels. These levels are an interest to me right now, right? Take your control key, go over the line, okay? Left click. Control, left click. Control, left click. Control, left click. Click. I'm watching these levels, okay? I like these levels. But I want to clean up my chart, okay? Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So today, what happened today? So if you look and you were trading that day, okay? If you were trading the SPY on Tuesday, right? If you were trading the SPY on Tuesday, it kept coming down and hitting that 50% level. You had some good trades, right? Yes or no? Did you? I think so. Then it broke it, retested it, come down. Okay? Yeah, right? So today, right, this is a retracement, guys. This is a retracement. Okay? Now I can still keep these fib levels here that I got. Those are okay to keep there. If you want to find out where a stock may stop its impulse rally, what we're going to do is we're going to take a swing from swing high to swing low. Okay? You see what I did? Yes or no? You want me to do it again? No. Okay, so let's remove this. Okay, we remove it. Today, let's pretend it's 10:35, right? Now, I don't know if this is a low of the day or not. Okay? I really don't know. But let's say I'm here, right? So I'm here. This is what I know. I'm like, okay, I think this is a low. It's a hammer candle. I'm going to draw a fib. I'm going to go from the high to the low. Okay? This is all I know. I think it's going to bounce. But if it bounces, when should I get out? So let's play it out. It's bouncing. Okay. Where is it right now? What percentage? Okay, where did it go to? Where is it now? Right here. Yeah. And what happened? Pull back. So your 50 to 61.8 is key for me. That's why I have it. I like the color change. This is what Hubert Senners called an ambush zone trade. Typically, you will see pullbacks at one point into that area. Either pullbacks to the downside or extensions to the upside. And this is exactly what you got right there. You got a clean extension to that point 61.8. This is where you could have fired on a short on the SPY to take it to the downside. It's a pivot. So when I mention pivot, sometimes I'm talking not about floor pivots. I'm looking for pivots like this. Now, I didn't even cherry pick this one. Okay. 194. You could take it right here. You could take it in short right here. Now, I could have Shaquille if I wanted to. And you have every right to. Okay? You could have drawn it from here to here. Okay. This is going to get interesting. Okay. So let's clean up some of this first. Control. 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 Okay. The reason I did this one is because I'm looking at this daily move. I just want to see from today's open to what I feel may be the low. I want to see if it can retrace 61%. Okay? Now, I chose this one because this one was already developed out. This one here. Boom. It was already developed out. Alright? So, I'm looking for a day trade. Okay? But let's do this. Because we still have this high and we still have this low. And the SPY's still going up. So let's do this. Okay? And since I don't really want this line, and I don't want this line, I don't want this line, so I'm going to left click. Okay, what do we have right now? What do we have on this time frame right now? Where did the SPY come up today and stop? It came up on the bigger move, the bigger time frame, to the 61.8, which is also the 38.2 on the other way down. Okay? Do you guys see that? Does everybody understand this? Okay. Now let's think about one thing. Trading is not about being right. It's not about being wrong. It's about knowing when you're right, knowing when you're wrong, and knowing when to GTFO. Okay. If you're sitting here and you decide to go short at 189.83 and this thing starts rallying up here, you know this fib level is no longer valid. Yes, Dave, I do. Many times I've done this and said, here's a pivot. Yes, Dave, absolutely. All the time. Especially for my retracements. For my counter trend trades. This is a counter trend trade, but I feel safe. It's retraced 61.8% of the move, and I believe in Fibonacci numbers. Okay? Now, what you want to do is, okay, yes it is, Daryl. You can get it, when you're doing your open range trade, you can put in a Fibonacci and get where your retracement may stop or your impulse may fail. And I'll explain that to you. But I need to know, if anyone doesn't understand, please tell me. Same way I'm doing it now. What do we got going on? Let's look at the ES right now. So ES, I'm going to remove this drawing. ES is trading now, right? So ES is trading now. Remove all drawings. Yes. ES trading now, right? So I guess what I would look at here is, I know I got this high. I got this low. It's come up in above that. I'm going to be looking here, this 9233. Okay. If I wanted to buy a pullback, I can see this. I got this high to here. So I could buy a pullback in there. I could draw a fib from there to there. Right? I could draw a fib from here to here. And I know I got a lot of fibs, but I got my levels now. I've drawn one from here to here, one from there to there. I'm looking to buy a pullback somewhere. Where I'm going to get more bang for my buck is where two of these overlap. Shaquille, what do you mean, Shaquille? I mean, you got to look at what you're trying to do. Okay? I'm on a 5-minute chart. Trading the ES right now, I shouldn't be on a 5-minute chart, right? The 5-minute chart is too much to really be trading the ES at night, right? So I'd want to go in like a 133 tick. I'd want to look at a 132 tick, but if I'm looking for a retracement on this right here, right now, I could still look at a 5-minute and say, all right, here's a pivot. It's making a new high. Assume I feel this is a new high, right? I would want to be a buyer down at 1912, probably 75, but it looks like it wants to break out. Not all the times is a fib going to help you right here, right now. Okay? I don't have a good fib trigger on this chart. Okay? But you can use any time frame you want. You could use it, you know, pick your points. What we can all agree on, I believe, is if we look at pivots. This is a pivot. Oh, sorry. Right. That's a pivot. This one looks like a lower low, higher low, right? Kind of a pivot. So I could draw fibs from to any of these points. Okay? If you want to do a cheat, you could use the Ichimoku and use a lagging line. But you could draw from here to there. So let's look at what happened here. Let's see if we had a retracement. So we knew We knew this was a low, right? So assume for a minute we're looking at this. We say, you know what? I think it made a low already. I think it's made a topping right here. So I want to buy this. Where can I buy it? It's going to pull back, but I want to buy it on a pullback. It pulled back to the 38.2. See that? I drew from there to there, pulled back to the 38.2. How did I get the lows to box for you? I just went in the box tool. So you go into toss in the drawing tools, the rectangle, you left click. Okay. eSignal has a indicator that will tell me the pivots. So it'll actually show me a dot if I want on the lower lows. So on this move, we only got a 38.2 retracement. That's a strong stock. Okay. So if you're seeing like Apple or Facebook just make a really big move higher during the day and you want to get in, you want to be buying on the pullbacks. Now, I'm going to insert a study because I want to show you something. I want to do an 8 EMA. ES wants to go higher, guys. Don't fight this short. Whatever you do, do not fight this short. This is a buy the pullbacks. I'm telling you, this market wants to go higher. So I want to show you 8 exponential. I guess that's already done. Okay. So, and if I put in a 21, I'm most likely going to have that. Use your other indicators too. Yeah. So if you subtract 1 minus 6118, it equals 382. That's another way to do that as well. Okay. Use your other indicators also as a guide. Okay? So, for example, if you use an oversold indicator, okay, in your indicators showing, let's go back to the SPY, right? And I'm going to remove all the drawings. So remember on this one, we took, sorry, I have this thing stuck here. I'm going to go back to the Fibonacci. Where you really want to notice a Fibonacci is when it matches one of your other indicators, okay? So what do I mean by that, guys? Someone talk to me. Assume for a minute you use RSI and you use SMI, all right? And you see right here at this level, at this 61.8, that they're oversold. I mean overbought. Okay? You see it down here. Just assume you see it. I don't know if they are or not. I really don't, because I don't use RSI. But assume you see they're overbought. Okay? And then you see it going into this 61.8 and not taking it out. So now you got your Fibonacci. Yeah, I'm talking about a confluence, exactly, of another indicator that you use. Now, don't start loading up indicators waiting for a reason to go short. But whatever you use, okay, if whatever other indicator you use confirms this, then you have a better chance that this is going to work, right? How many times, guys, in chat have I said to you and drawn out the SPY and said to you is coming up to the 61.8. This is where we want to short. Yeah, and John, I'm going to get into that. If something on me, and it's hard, many times it's hard for me to find this, okay? If I see something going into the cloud, okay, and it's a fib extension, you can bet I'm going to be all over that. So, if you look at, just don't know, because I didn't cheat doing this. Okay. Okay, so for example, on this, from this move to this move, where did the SPY go? So let me get rid of all this, because I mainly trade the 15.618. Okay, where did the SPY go? So I only knew this. I can't go. This day didn't happen yet. It gapped up. It gapped up into the cloud. The 0.618 retracement. It's a short. So I'm backing it up with a cloud. Does that make sense? Whenever you can find that it matches that indicator that you use, whatever indicator you use. You know, let's say for a minute that you trade outside the Bollinger Band. You draw your fib, it's 61.8 up, it's outside the Bollinger Band, and you normally go short when it's outside the Bollinger Band going to the upside. You got a chance, right? You got a chance because John Bollinger said that price is going to be contained. The Bollinger Bands are going to contain 90% of the price. And then you come and say, well, it's hitting right smack in a 50% or 61.8 fib, right smack into it, right? Now, once again, trading's not being about being right or wrong. These give you trading levels. They give you trading levels. It's up to you to respect them and say, okay, 1, 2, okay, came up twice. Look, tagged it twice, guys. Look at this. Almost to the penny. Because the algorithms use this too. Sometimes they're not that smart. Almost to the penny. You know, you could be short SPY 189.80. Stop what? 190.10? Maybe 190.20? Right? You know, if you're looking for a 15-cent stop on the SPY, you could have gone up to, you know, 15-cent stop on the option. You could have gone up to 190.10 here. Taking that short. Right? And you would have had a move from 189.81. Almost a dollar move. You're risking 20 cents to make a buck. I'll take that trade any day. Okay? Now, something interesting. Okay? So this was kind of a choppy day, right? Let's see. Do we have a trade on the fib? I don't know if we do. I didn't look at these. Do we have a trade here, the fib? Wow. 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 What happened? I took this high to this low. Went up to the 50%. This is the area that I like, guys. This is the area I watch all the time. When something retraces into this area, it has my interest. That's my area. Right? Yeah, ask John. John, I've been spot on with BlackBerry, man. I know I've disagreed on fundamentals, but Ichimoku and BlackBerry is amazing. BlackBerry trades at Ichimoku really well. Okay, see that? Look, came right up. Let's look at another level here. So we're going to remove all these drawings. Now assume you know you're a futures trader and you don't care that you could get a big move. Why do I keep getting that box? You don't care you get a big move. Okay? So you know, this is what you know. This is all you know right now. It looks like it's going up, right? Well, let's see how far it can go up. This is the most recent. I'm looking very short term here. I want to look at very short term. Okay, what happened? Popped above that point, 61.8, could never take it out. Yeah, it went up to the, exactly, Daryl. It went up to that. Now, this is good for a futures trader because you don't care that you're getting the huge move. Okay? You're trying to get ticks and points. Okay? I don't use the 782 that much, Daryl. I really like those two. What you could do is use that as your stop. If you take it short here, you could use that as your stop. But that's actually not even a big stop. No, it is a big stop. That's a big stop. No, I don't, John. Okay. Does everybody understand this? Yes or no? So if we're looking on the retracement from here to here, we went down to 38.2. Because it's going to get a whole lot more complicated. I'm going to show you, there is also another Fibonacci tool. I can do some things with a Fibonacci extension with a retracement that I don't even need the extension. Alright, let me show you something. This is one that I looked at today. McDonald's on the daily chart. Okay. Assume you want to know. Dooley Daryl? Okay. Assume for a minute you want to know where this move is going to stop happening. Okay, so you see what happened? I mean, oh, okay. You're like, okay, so in this day, it gapped up, sold off, right? This is a daily right here, Louise. So you see how McDonald's on earnings, what happened? It gapped up and sold off, right? If you want to see a price move possible, do this. This low, this high to this low. I can see this is a high, this is a low. Okay? What happened, guys? You wanted to short McDonald's, right? Where would you short it? 161.8. Do it. Knock it. Yep. And look at what happened. You could have gone short Mickey D's 124.83. 124.70 was that extension. You're taking a high to a low and extending it. So let's take, I know this high, I know this low. Okay, look at this. This is amazing. McDonald's is a good fib too, right? Okay, so I got this pole. I got this high. I think this is gonna go higher, but I don't know where. I don't know where it's gonna end. But I can see this is a high, right? You can see this is a low. Yes or no? Can you? Everybody can see that? We don't know what's going on in the future, right? I draw the fib. Low, high to low. Well, let's see where this bugger goes. Okay. Came up. Pretty much went a little bit above on this one, pulled back. Okay. However, at 261.8 is right there. It rallied up to that, which we said was a primary, remember? Now you could have tried to short it here, okay, at the 118.56, but you would have got stopped out, right? But you know you would have been wrong. Once it popped up here, you're wrong. But then it came up, hit this extension, moved above it a little bit, and dropped. I'm using the retracement tool, Carlos. I'm just doing it as an extent. I'm doing it the opposite way because I want to try to find the top. So let's see. Give me another example. Let's look at Facebook for a minute here. Okay, so on Facebook we had this swing and we had this swing, right? So you can see this swing high, this swing low. I believe Daryl was looking at this level, if I'm not mistaken. Facebook, after earnings, came up, hit the 127.2, put in this reversal candle. Boom, boom. Retracements, okay, I'm still using the retracement tool. Yes, I'm recording. I'm still using the retracement tool. I'm going to show you something on the extension tool, but I'm using the retracement. With the extension, we're looking at where it can stop. So forget about that. Okay. So here we got here to here. All right. This is all we know. We're looking at, okay, maybe it's going to stall at the 50%. Now, gaps up on earnings, doesn't stall at the 50%. Okay, this is all not valid. It goes to the 127.2. Okay, fails. Guys, you could have taken Facebook short this day, because what you can do, you can go in here. Actually, I'm not sure how to do it in TOS so much. Create an alert. So you could have created your alert right at this level. Okay, I don't know TOS enough for how to do the alert, but I'm sure someone here knows how to do alerts. Oh yeah, you put it right here. Okay. You could set your alert at 160, let's say, because we're looking at 44, so let's say we want to set it at 160.25. Okay? And you can get it sent through what? You can get it sent through text message, Daryl, right? Email, pop-up, sound. So you could have gone home the night. So Facebook comes up here, right? Let's play this out as how we would do this, okay? So Facebook gaps up, okay? And the first thing you do is you say, all right, you know what? I'm going to draw my, it's here. It looks like it's going to get rejected there, but I'm not so sure. Look at the volume. That's pretty strong volume, right? And then you say to yourself, well, what else can I do to see where this may stop? Let's hide that. Well, I got this high, I got this low. I can get an extension to see where it may go. Okay. It's already there. That's confluence between two levels. You know, I'm going to set an alert right here. I'm going to add an alert in case that comes up to there. I want to see it. I think it may stall there. So then you set your alert. 11643, 11630, because you want to catch it, might not go all the way. Create your alert, right? So you're doing this at home, not during market hours. You're doing your homework. The next day it comes up, doesn't touch it the next day, but the third day it touches it, and then you got a decision to make, right? You got a decision to make. Show the cloud on this one. It's way above the cloud, John. This one's way above. Way above. However, I'm going to show you something. Did you see this, John? Did you see this? Guys, watch. The day Facebook gapped up and it sold off that day on earnings, where did it come to, guys? Where did that come to? Yeah, so what you could have done in eSignal, okay, I don't think you can do it here. In eSignal, I can set alerts when the stock comes within a certain range of the cloud. I don't think you can do it in TOS. If you can, I don't know how to do it. Create alert. See, I can just automatically, when anything in my watch list touches the top of the cloud, it sends an alert. Maybe Leonard has that fully done, I'm not sure. Okay. Now let me zoom out a little bit and see if on this, because I haven't done any of this, to fudge these numbers. So you got a low here, a low there. Okay, so check this out. I kind of like stuff like this. Here's I did my extension. It came up, right? It came up right in between. It came up into my level I love to trade, to the short. See that? It came up into that 50 to 0.618 cloud right there. For me, that's a short. I don't know Shaquille on TOS. I don't know TOS that much. I don't know if you want to do automatic trading like this. See what happened here? Retrace in my zone. This is the ambush zone, 50 to 61.8. It came up here, touched the cloud. Facebook was a short at 99.50, and it moved down to 94.38. Guys, that is a damn good move. If you are trading options, it is a good move. Okay, and I got two confirmations. Confirmation one is the cloud right here. See that? Right at the top of the cloud. Boom. Guys, you don't get any closer than that. This is why, like, there should be 200 people in this room. There's some good information. Look at that. And look at the fib level. You don't get any better than that for sure. And I don't need a million indicators here, right? This indicator is free. This indicator is free. And this is volume, right? I don't need a million indicators. That was an amazing trade. What do you mean, Marcus? Explain what you mean. I don't understand what you mean. I apologize. Okay, that's got to be up to you, Marcus. If you're talking swing trading, okay? Everybody is going to... You're talking assuming you're in a winning trade. Yes. Shannon's recorded. So if you're short at 0.618, let the trade work, Marcus. You want to be scaling out. Okay? I have a system where I like to take... And I don't want to explain my system because I don't want to influence anyone in this room. Okay? If you are swing trading and you join a service and all they're doing is not taking any off, they're just getting in and getting out, You should just cancel that service. They're doing it wrong. In swing trading, okay, you got to find a system that goes with your trading plan where you are scaling out. I scale out 3 times in a swing trade that I'm in a full position size. I let my last third run. Sometimes my last third may turn into a loser. Okay? I'm taking profits 3 times. And you got to find your system. A lot's going to depend on how much you're risking too. Okay? Exactly, John. Scale in, scale out. So, we'll do another one in a trading plan webinar. But if you want to get out, if it goes against you, assume you go short here on the cloud. I'm going short at 99.50. If this comes up above this 61.8 and it's looking strong, I want nothing to do with it. Okay? No, not on the short. Daryl, I was going to go long Facebook. But boy, that day the market was crazy. The market was just... So, this one's kind of not valid here. Now, what you can do, and this is what I want to show you what you can do. You can go to a weekly time frame. Okay? So you can go to a weekly time frame. I'm on a weekly now. Okay. I see this low. Look at this low, guys. Look at Ichimoku on a weekly. Look what happened. Right down to the cloud. Right? So assume I only knew this. So I'm looking at a weekly. I can't scroll to the right. But I just saw this and this. This is all I see. Right? Then I can go back to my daily. So you can, guys, you can sit here and go home after this session. Look at all the charts that you like to trade and sit here and analyze them. Now what NTOS allows you to do is drawing, save drawing set. I can do Facebook weekly, right? Okay, so if I delete all the drawings, so I'm going to go drawings, delete drawing, remove drawing, remove drawing. So I got all my drawings gone, right? Let's get rid of this one, remove drawing. If I want to get it back, Facebook weekly is back. Okay? Now I can go to the daily. I've looked at the longer time frame, right? Then I can go to my daily. Guys, look at this. What did it do? What did Facebook do? Talk to me. Wouldn't this been a great time to buy Facebook? To go short, to go long? Came down, tagged to 50%, put in a hammer. You should have had an alert set right here, okay? Remember, I like the 50 and the 61.8. You've done your weekly chart. Boom, here's your weekly chart, okay? I don't quite use these that much. These are the ones I like to trade, right? I'm really interested in, I really feel the 50 and the 0.618 are key Fibonacci's. Okay, so I got them on my weekly, right? So, create alert at the 50, create alert at this one, okay, create an alert. I got 2 alerts on Facebook. I want to know when this pulls back because I want to be a buyer. But I don't want to sit here and watch this chart all day. It's boring. So I'm going to let Thinkorswim send me a text message. Play a sound. Then we go to the daily. What happened? It doesn't get better than this, guys. It does not get better than this. Could have gone long Facebook at 91.21 and wrote it $117.59. Zaid, it's really, listen, okay? If you are a swing trader, you want to know your weekly levels. Okay? Even a day trader, this is a key level. A 50% retracement is a key level that even a day trader wants to know about on a hot stock like this. Okay? So from a swing trading point of view, you want to start on the weeklies, go into the dailies, and you may even, I like swing trading this market on a 60-minute time frame because there's too much damn volatility to sit here on a daily basis and let volatility kill you. When you get volatility like you're getting in this market, you're going to draw your key levels, know them, research your chart, look at it, and go down level by level by level. And I agree with John. Wait for the good trades. Wait for this. This is why you have an alert set. Wait for it. Yes, Shannon. However, I'm going to tell you, I feel the best way to trade your inverse ETFs is with the chart that it tracks. Okay. But you're actually the fib. Yeah, the fibs are going to work on it. If you're talking daily. So let's look at one. Stay away from this junk. UWTI. I mean, stay away from this junk unless you know how to trade this thing. But here, you want a good trade on UWTI? It came into the cloud right here at $11.18. You could have wrote it all the way down. Okay, just be careful on this, because the reason I'm going to say be careful on these inverse ETFs, the volatility is insane, especially intraday, right? Volatility is insane. Okay, so you got to be really careful on this. Yeah, VXX is good. Here, I'm going to show you. VXX is good. I did a UVXY trade today. So, well, let's just look at this. I know this high, I know this low, right? Fibonacci, let's draw it. This high, this low. Okay, this high, this low. Wow, is seven. Right here, this level. Come in consolidated. Let's see. I want to see where it pulled back. I can draw here. We got to pull back to the between the points. See, the problem is with this. Getting a little volatility on the daily. So jump down to a smaller time frame. Jump down to a 1 hour. It's gonna help you out a lot because these can get really volatile. So draw here. Okay, what did it do? What did VIX do? It came up into, this is why I like trading these on a smaller time frame, guys, like VXX, the inverse ETFs. So it came up to I went from here, very easy to see. Everybody can see this, right? This is a high, this is a low, right? Everybody can see it. I mean, it's not, I'm not really cherry picking. It came up to the 0.50 retracement at 26.66. It was in the cloud. Okay, in the cloud to me is a short. Retracement level, it's a short, right? So I got a confluence. I'm going to be looking for VIX to come down, test 23.65. And not only is that good on that level, it's also a good price level. And that we have support there and there. on the VXX. So I'd be looking for this to go down test 2363. Yeah, Danny, pretty much. I mean, there's been studies done that a stock where there's a percentage of stocks that over a certain time period is going to retrace to that 61.8. Now, do they all do it? No. But once again, this is not about being right or wrong. It's about having our levels. Right? Let the trade come to you. There's thousands of stocks you can trade. And trust me, every day out of all the thousands of stocks, I'm sure a good probability is retracing 50 to 61.8, either retracing or extending. This is kind of an impulse, right? Impulse, pullback. Impulse, pullback. And that's what Elliott looked at. He did a whole wave system. Okay? Yeah, exactly. That's why when I said to you, if you're going to create an alert, this is 2666, right? Create your alert like 2625, $26, I don't know, whatever you want to create. Get it before it comes, and then you're going to look, but you've already got this drawn, because right, this day here, see this? It didn't make it there. It only made it at 2647. The next day it made it. You wouldn't want to short this day because you don't have confirmation it's going to reverse. This day, you got confirmation it's going to reverse. What is your confirmation that this is going to reverse? Somebody tell me. For me, it's the wick and the down. No, it's the wick and the down. It was in the cloud this day. This day looked like it wanted to go continue higher. It did. It wicked and close lower, right? Now watch this. I bet we're going to get one here. No. First I got to break this. So we want to analyze it. So someone asked me what time frames. Now I'm using a daily because it's more of a swing, but now I'm kind of looking at, okay, assume for a minute you only had these 2 days planned. Right? You only knew this day and that day. Okay? So this was all to the right. All we knew was this. Sorry, I can't do it. We only knew this, right? Can you see the levels? Yeah. What happened? So we're in the cloud. Bias is short. Okay, it may come up. Where'd it go? That next day it went to 2643. You had another chance to short it. On a smaller time frame, you could have shorted that sucker again. You would have had your alert set right there. But if you don't have your alert sets, if you're not watching it, you're not going to get the trade. Okay? How well this works for you is how much time you decide in your free time to plan your trades. Okay, not lying to you guys. I'm not making this up. We've identified this where it stopped at. We've taken a smaller trend where it stopped at. You had 2 trades on VXX. Right? You guys see it? Now, if you want to get a little smart, remove all drawings, sure. Okay. On a weekly basis, VIX is in a sell. Okay, but we want to see where could this go if we want to buy it again. Let's look at our weekly chart. Okay, so let's look at our weekly chart. I can see this is a low. February retracements. I can see this is a low. Really don't like these big wicks, but so it's at the 50% retracement, 0.618 retracement. Okay, this is coming into a possible buy zone on the daily. However, this is the 61.8 retracement. Look, it pull back to the 0.50 retrace, 50%. Rallied up, coming back. This is why these inverse, to answer your question, Shannon, this is why these inverse ETFs are a little tough. There's a lot of volatility in these. Okay. That would be good, Leonard. So you are coming down to a possible buy area at 2230 on the VXX. That's based on the weekly time frame. Okay. And you know, you may be saying, well, Lloyd, you don't want to take VXX short if it's in the cloud. Well, it's on the cloud on the weekly. Okay. And VXX is not something you're going to sit here and hold forever, right? So if it comes down on the daily, I got my turning line, standard line right there. I got that 50% that I already bounced off from. I already bounced off that once, for God's sakes, right? If it comes down here, it's not at the bottom of the cloud, but I may take it. And by the time it comes down here, maybe here. Yeah, sure can, John. AMZN. What do you want to look at? This is toast, by the way. What do we want to look at? Let's do this. All right, I got a trade. I know what I want to look at. Let's look at this. I can almost see it. I can almost smell it. First, let's look at this. You knew this, right? I actually did this fib, I remember. I posted on StockTwits. You knew this, and you knew that, right? We knew it. Into the cloud, and what did it do? But as Daryl said, it didn't quite go. If you had done 639.72, you never would have got it. You would have had to done like 630 on something like Amazon, 635. So let's look at buy and sell ideas on Amazon. First thing we want to do, we're going to go to the weekly. Okay, on the weekly, I got a clean low. Okay, it's not going to matter if it's this low or this low, right? Can you understand that? Doesn't really matter which one's a little bit lower. They're all the same. Pick the one in the middle if you want. Okay? Just say I'm going to pick this one. On the weekly, kind of in no man's land on the weekly, right? However, we can draw a fib from here to here if we want. 0.618 blew through it, and weekly's not giving us really good. Or is it? Remove drawing. We are getting possible support down here at 502 on the weekly. Okay, it's this extension right here, 78.6. So weekly's not giving us great. Let's go to the daily. I'm going to even remove this. What we can do on the daily is, okay, is this over? We can go here to there. We got something. What do we got? Yep, I'm showing you right now, Marcus. Okay, watch. I got a low. I got a high. Okay, so I knew this. I knew this low. I knew this high. I think it might retrace. I want to find out. Well, it blew through the 50. It blew through the 61. Right? 100%. It's retracing 100%. But where? What's happening now? So what you want to do, this 127.2. Right, that's why, I mean, you gotta go like this. Look, watch. Let me show you. Assume for a minute you thought this was a high. Right? And you're looking for a retracement where it's going to retrace down, right? Well, then the next day you get this. It actually, okay, so look, this is cool. It actually retraced down to your 50%, but then the next day it rallied, okay? So then you got to redraw this. Though, but see how you did get that 50% retracement from there to there? Look, it bounced off 576. See it right there? Yeah. So even though you got that, okay, now you got to get rid of this because now it's no longer valid after this. So now you got this and you got this. Low to high, what did it do? So let's look in a 5-minute candle today and see exactly what did it do on our fib. So you had drawn this on the daily, right? Guys, look. You drew it on the daily. You're day trading today. What happened? It almost tagged it here at 523.07. $14 move. It tagged it here again. Came into the cloud, sold off. You had two trades that if you had set up that fib, you could have day traded today. Does this make sense, guys? You could day trade both of those. If you're a day trader on Amazon, go out to your daily, find your fib retracements, and day trade them. But you got to set your alert. You can't sit here and watch this chart all day. You really want to know something more amazing, though, than that Fibonacci? What's more amazing than that Fibonacci? Look at the open. Look at the open, guys. Guys, I don't make it up. Look. John, you see that? Came right smack into the cloud and sold right off. Guys, and these are free indicators. Okay? You don't have to pay someone $4.99 for these indicators. They're free. Okay. One of the things I want to explain to you guys about gap downs. A stock that's gapping down on Ichimoku is amazing. It's going to give you good signals all the time. Let me go to, I call it the gap in 10. Let me see if it's working here. I call it the gap in 10. 5 days, 10 minutes. Yeah, it's called the gap in 10. Gap 10. You're going to get moves up that you can short. Always into the cloud. Beautiful signals right up there. Look, come on, guys. Does it get any better than that? Is it getting better than that? Could have shorted Amazon that day at 595.80 and 10 minutes close it for $7 win. Okay, let me answer questions first. We went over. I don't want to go over the extension tool, but I'm going to show you very, very briefly the extension tool. Because we did one that's going to capture the tops. You can also have a fib extension tool, which is basically, let's go to SPY. This is a daily, right? So I got this low. On an extension, you go to the low, you go to a high, and you go to a low. Okay. And basically what this is measuring is this move up to there. Okay, and it came up to about 100%. Did basically of 100%. It did basically this move from there to there. A little bit more. And once again, I need to add it came up back up to here. Could never take that 127.2 out. Let me see. Go into a smaller time frame here. So I got this move. I can see that move. I can see that move. You know, you got a high here. This one I find not, you have to find your levels, and usually it works better going down deeper in your levels. Let me go into a 5-minute chart. For me anyways, on your extensions. Okay, so here we got this level, we got a low here, right? We got a high and we got a low. Edit. And basically it came up just above that 127.2. So basically this move right here. Do you see this line right here? Let me show you. What this is measuring is, we're going into a little bit of harmonics here. So I'm drawing a trend line from here to here. Duplicate drawing, trend line. What I'm looking at, see that line here? I'm getting 100%. So this is measuring that 100%. This is measuring this line from here to here. It's saying this is 100% of that line. Yeah, I do, John. Yeah, I do. But John, I read level. Here's the issue, John. I read it's measured moves, more harmony. You want to see how the length of this move after it pulls back to here, where this ends. And it was 127.2% of that. Okay. I read. See, but John, I read. I'm a tape reader, so I look at my VWAP on the tape. You know what I mean? So when the gap in 10, it's just when you have a stock that's gapping down and making lower lows. Let me show you. Like Tesla. Let me go back to. Go to a 10-minute Ichimoku, which is what I like to trade with. Okay, I'm gonna go to a daily. I want to see how many 10 minutes I can get. 20 days. Can I get 30 days? No, 20 days, 10 minutes. What you're gonna find is when you have a stock that's gapping down, like Tesla was for a while, you're gonna find these gap downs that come up to the cloud. Gotta find. No, Tesla wasn't gapping down these times. Okay, like right here, gap, cloud, 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 and then it gotta change. You're gonna find if you got a stock constantly gapping down, is moving back up, you're gonna keep finding these moves into the cloud. See, like right here, look. So you had it right here. 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 Stocks that are gapping down are going to do this as they start their gap downs. Let me see oil. I think oil's been doing that. Was doing that. Yeah, like right here. Let's look at oil. So you're gonna keep getting moves into the cloud. Gap intent, because you got stocks that keep going down. I don't even want to call it gap down, but they just keep making lows. You're gonna, when you get the retracements into the cloud, you want to short them. Downtrending stocks, retracements into the cloud, you want to short them, even on the gaps. See, gapped. Then you had a change. You could play the breakout. And this is where you had to change the character of USO. Okay. Oh, Danny, you got to go in. Someone's got to help you this better than I am. If you go into one of the help menus, one of the main menus, you can set your default and it will send you text messages or emails. I think it's in setup. Application settings, notifications. No, that's not where you set your alerts. I apologize. Someone must know. You can enter your phone number. They send you. Yeah, it's notifications. Alert is trigger. You may receive multiple SF messages when too many fields are selected. But somewhere you set up your, I don't know where to set it up, but somewhere you set up your, oh, right, send email to, send text to, add number. See right here, look. Add another address, add number, so you can add your text number. And then it will send the alerts. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, they'll show you. But yeah, you can send it. You can have emails sent to you, Danny. You can play sounds. You can get text alerts. John, what broker do I use? Are you asking me? I use Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers, and I have an account with Toss, and I use Ninja for futures. I think Interactive Brokers is the best platform. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I want to get out of here too, guys. I want to answer any questions you guys have, though. And I'll try to do some videos during market hours in the trading room. Did this help you guys? You feel better? That's the best, John. John, the fills and Interactive Brokers. I'm paying like 60 cents a contract. And we have a deal with someone, John. Send him an email. It's in the notes. Cobra Trading. It's actually venomtrading.com. The guy's really amazing. Dan. No, Leonard. You don't like him? I like Venom. I like Venom. I get, yeah, Zaid. I get my fills and Interactive Brokers are so good. I was scalping UVXY today. I think, okay, gotcha. I think I went in UVXY like 20 times in and out. You can just do it in Venom on the Interactive Brokers platform. John, we get this for, there's a special rate for the room. What is it? Is that how much it is a share? I think it's that much a share. Yeah, I think that's how much we pay a share for the room. Daryl, you're with Venom, right? You got an account there, right? Yeah. $4 per 1,000 shares. Minimum $1. $1 round trip. So here, John, what Venom is, right? And guys, John, he comes in the room too. He's been in the room like almost every Friday. I'll send you the link. It's on my YouTube channel. Okay, let me shut the recording off though. If I can find it.